Thank you, Billy. Are we up and going here? So when I was their age, I had my things memorized too. So. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And when I was their age, I also thought that playing guitar would get the girls too. So anyway, hang on to the dream, man.
The dream is alive.
Yes, yes. So I came to know about the Story Cafe through the Grand Rapids Songwriters Alliance, of which I'm a member and of which I've actually attended exactly 2 meetings. And the last time I attended was about 2 weeks ago, and it met here at the Story Cafe on a Wednesday night. And so I thought, what is this place? And it is exactly as it shows here, except there were just maybe about a dozen songwriters, and we kind of went around and shared a couple of songs. And afterwards, both Marcia and Billy, this is Billy and Marcia Engel, they own the place, came up and said, would you be willing to come here on the 24th and sing? And you know, I haven't had anybody invite me to sing in years. So I thought, they just don't know me very well, but sure, why not? I'll do that. And so I agreed. The other, and I'm going to start with just a quick song, and it's a really new song because when we do these songwriters, I say when we do it like I've really done it a lot because my 2 times there, but they give an assignment, and the assignment that we have to then present at the March meeting was write about something about the Story Cafe. So, is the guitar on? Oh yeah, there we go, okay. So I did. This is my assignment. This is my homework. I've never performed it before. I did it in warm-up so that Billy could hear it. And he wasn't...
He didn't run off.
Yeah, he didn't run off, so we'll try it here. And if it... I know that this is being videoed and recorded, and it's kind of daunting when you're doing something for the first time, but they can always be edited out. So this is what I took out of my experience at the Story Cafe. I come on down for the coffee. I come on down for the friends. We know that you're gonna have a good time where the stories never end. Marcia's brewing your hot cup while Billy's keeping it cool. We know that you'll have yourself a good time, 'cause that's the only rule. This plain old storefront on Leonard Street hides a special place inside. You won't find a better shop no matter how much you try. Once you've passed through that door, you won't want to stay away. The mood is always inviting at the Story Cafe. So come and join the fellowship and lose your sense of time. The spirits are as high as the tales are tall, and the faces all smiley and rhyme. This plain old storefront on Leonard Street hides a special place inside. You won't find a better shop no matter how much you've tried. Once you've passed through that door, you won't want to stay away. The mood is always inviting at the Story Cafe. The vibe is always exciting at the Story Cafe. The air is always inspiring. Where? There you go. So welcome to the Story Cafe. If you live here in Grand Rapids, come on down for a cup of coffee during the day, and The thing that is really kind of unique and cool about this are the types of things that they do in the evenings. They do drama, they do poetry, they do things like this. It's just, they have a very eclectic and very interesting way of expressing the arts. And you really need to come here sometime during the day when Marsha and Billy don't have a lot going on so they can tell you their story, because that's fascinating. The Sunday mornings, I think pretty much you still do it every Sunday morning. You try to do that? Okay.
Yes.
11 o'clock is they call it Holy Ground. They meet here and Billy tells stories. He's a gifted storyteller. Tells stories that are out of the Bible and then sings some songs that are written about those. So it's just, I would encourage you to come on down on Sunday mornings for that. So anyway, you notice I got some oxygen going here. I have 4 hours and 15 minutes left on my battery, so we're out of here by 12:30, okay?
Hey, John.
Yes,
you
sir.
know, I got this idea. We're going to properly record that song, just the sound of it, and then we're going to put some speakers out the door.
I like your vision. Yeah.
It should bring some people in.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
This is just, that's only just the beginning. So exciting. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's it. We like improv here. I think improv is actually one of the things that you do here. So, no, that's terrific. You know, at the very beginning, Billy alluded to the fact that that's sometimes what I do is a little bit iffy. My lungs don't work as well as they should, which is why I've got this oxygen going. And when I told Billy, when he said, "Can you come and sing?" I said, "Well, here's the one caveat. I'm on a list for a lung transplant, and I've been on that list for 100 and some days now. And as soon as I get the call, I immediately have to go to the airport and get flown to this place where I'm going to get these new lungs. And so I may not be here on the 24th if I get the call. And also if I get the call while I'm singing, I'm leaving, okay? So just so you know. So now, my doctors have told me that as long as I'm using my oxygen, I should be able to do pretty much anything that I would normally do. So, but we'll see how long I can sing and how much that does. So anyway, but one of the things that happened after I got diagnosed with this condition, you know, I call it IPF, people call it idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. That's just a wonderful medical term. It can make you sound really, really knowledgeable about things that you know nothing about. And but this IPF was diagnosed a couple of years ago, 2 years and with a 3-year prognosis. You can kind of do the math. So without the transplant, you don't live very long. And so you start thinking about life in that way. And what happened and evolved, Billy referenced the album, and if you're interested, yeah, we'll schlep it. We're not proud. We'll plug it here. So. Although I know a lot of people here, most of you have it, so buy it for friends or relatives or something. But so I started writing in more earnest about, not so much about that experience, but about life. And really one of the things that I want to impart through that, and even in our few moments here tonight, is just the concept of hope and the concept of joy and the things in life that are beautiful to behold and that fill our lives so richly. And so this is just an example of a song that I think kind of captures that. Something wicked came my way. Sand shifted, towers sway. My world has tumbled to the ground. Just when I thought I'm safe and sound. Bodies may break and fall apart. Mine was broken from the start. I was never safe from fear and harm, but I wasn't alone in the storm. 'Cause I've got the hands that hold me and the time that bind. I've got the dreams that guide me, and the love I find. There's a love I find. Digging deep inside a broken heart, I found myself wandering in the dark. Everything had come to an end before my world could start again. 'Cause I've got the hands that hold me and the ties that bind. I've got the dreams that guide me, and the love I find. There's a love I find. Through adversity and strife, and the detours that seem to mark our lives, let's look for the strength inside and out that reminds us what life's all about. 'Cause we've got the hands that hold us and the ties that bind. We've got the dreams that guide us and the love we'll find. We got the hands that hold us and the ties that bind. Oh, we've got the dreams that guide us and the love we'll find. There's a love we'll find. So this was the very first song I wrote after I got my diagnosis, about 2 weeks after. And I'll just sing it. It is what it is, it ain't what it ain't. You might be a sinner, or you might be a saint. It don't matter how much you complain. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. It is what it is, and it's not what it's not. You think you want more, but you got what you got. It don't matter your school of thought. It is what it is, and it's not what it's not. So if you're sad, learn how to dance. And if you're mad, give peace a chance. And if you're poor, learn how to give. And if you're dying, learn how to live. There's an instrumental here, but I can only do one thing at a time. If you listen to the album though, there's some pretty good fiddle and some pretty good harmonica in there. So if you're sad, learn how to dance. And if you're mad, give peace a chance. And if you're poor, learn how to live, give. And if you're dying, learn because it is what it is. So you'd best understand, while much of this life is beyond your command, you can face it with pleasure or pain, cause it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. Yeah, it